Greetings one and all, welcome back to this channel. We are doing part number 121 of my Farming Simulator 22 Debt Recovery Challenge. We are nowhere near where we left off last time. We've been busy. We've got the new Deutz up and working. It's not doing the job that was intended because the lawnmower did not work out. We have sold that off and we are back to using the spotter. Grass cutting is well underway. Hoping to have that finished in today's episode. And we have limed the canola fields down south. Other than that, we have been mucking about in the farm. We have this one. In fact, the farm has actually quite changed. Let's see if I can get a bird's eye view here. Gone is the slatted cow sheds. We now have a shed, a barn, a shed for the combines. That is our new cow pasture. New mod. Looking good so far. Don't know whether it's fully working. I have to manually fill the water, which is a bit of a shame, but not a huge problem. Spaces for straw, and that is hopefully going to be the manure if it's working. And that is my other cow shed. Same thing, same mod. We deleted the original map standard cow shed, put in new cows. Same principle. That looks like it is filling with manure, but it's not filling in the silo. I mean, what the hell? That just seems ridiculous. But anyway, 600 cows per shed. That's modified by me. And these are my new pigs. Brand new pig shed. Holds a massive amount. It's a vast improvement over the stock one, which is we still have one over there. I don't see the point in getting rid of it. I really like this. That's your pig feeder in there, and that's going to be your manure in there. All really easy access, hopefully. All for the wheel loader, which should do really well for dealing with all of the animal requirements. And as much as I would love to be able to delete this bunker silo, I can't. So I'm using it as a road. We can get in and out of either side of the farm, so I don't have to drive all the way around, which is really cool. Quite happy with that. That's it for alterations, I think. Looks good. It turned out quite well. I had to mess about quite a bit. I had to really edit the land around here to get this to sit flat. But we got it done. I'm quite pleased with how it came out. We've got a huge space here that we are not actually using for anything. I might put something in there. I'm not certain yet. I'm seriously considering getting rid of this, the original chicken barn. Emptying it out. Especially when that barn goes. So clear those two away and then put a new wired chicken one in here. For easier access and more chickens. But yeah, there you go. That is the farm up to date. Grass cutting wise, I can't remember where I got to. I know I've done the southern areas. I know I've gone around 15, 16, and 17. I know I've done the sugar beet areas. We've gone around 7, 8, and 12. I know I've done 11. I know I've done 10. I've done the cotton areas, and I've done the upper chaff areas up to here. So I know we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 13, 18 to do. I'm pretty certain 14 is clear. And I'm fairly certain that 5 and 6 is not clear. No, it's not. We haven't done that. So I've still got quite a lot of oh, that casts a hell of a shadow. I've got quite a lot of grass cutting to do. Harvest from the previous episode. Before I go too far into it, if you want to see what we did in the last episode, I'll throw a bullet list up on the screen around about now. Pause the video, as always, have a read of that if you want to see how it plays out. Go and watch the last episode. We did harvest up barley from 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 in the last episode. That gave us a grand total of 939. Is that right? 939,915 litres of barley. That's a lot. That is a lot of barley. As I said in the last episode, I haven't touched it. We haven't moved it. I just left it in the trailer and it's just been sitting on the road. We're going to take care of that now. When I say take care of it, I've got to figure out what the hell I'm doing with it. The flour mill could do with it. And technically the seeds could do it. If I put it all in the seed though, it's pretty much going to max it out. I suppose it would get it out of the way. Because I think I gave these 1 million capacity. We don't actually need seed. We're maxed out for seed. We're really, really good for seed. No, I'm going to send it to this flour mill. I want more flour. Well, it's not going to produce any faster, but at least it keeps the commodity rolling. So yeah, we're going to go up to the north. We're going to dump this in the flour mill, or as much as we can, and then we'll sell off the excess if there is any, which there might be. Looking at the sorghum, which is closest to halfway, I'd probably say this is set to about 600,000. Not sure why it would be set to 600,000, but maybe 1 million. That might just tick up to 500,000 around about there. So, we'll find out. If it's 1 million, then this will disappear, and we'll pretty much have a full. Well, we will. We'll absolutely have a little bit of excess. So we will find out in just a second. You look at our money, it has gone up since the last episode, of course, because we spent several hours working off camera whilst we've been cutting the grass. We're almost halfway, which is really, really good. Speeding up now with the lack of having to buy things. And I made quite a bit from selling off all the cows from the previous sheds and selling the sheds themselves, so they're actually quite profitable. So yeah, we've made a nice little bit of profit. Hopefully we can start thinking about wrapping this one up relatively soon. What are we doing? Nah, that's never going to be 1 million. That's got to be 600,000-700,000. Why would it be set to such a ridiculous amount? No, 750? 800. It's got to be 800,000 then. Either way, we're going to have excess. 800,000 it is. Oh, just a little over 800. 810,000. There we go. So we have an excess of 324,000 litres of barley. We could dump that in the seed. We absolutely could. We could also keep it for chicken feed. Do we need chicken feed? That's a very good question. Simple answer to that is no, and no. Although again, I'm seriously considering getting rid of those. Reason that you can get so many more chickens in there. In fact, let's do that, and then we can utilise the barley to feed them straight away, so I don't have to worry about can we or can't we. We are at our maximum animal capacity, so I can't place a chicken coop down without being able to get rid of an animal. So, got a wiggle. Got a wiggle. So let's go to the chicken coop. Grab that box of eggs. Dump that one into there. We're going to lose a little bit of feed. It's not a huge problem. Not overly fussed. Maximum price for the chickens. If it doesn't work, we can always buy the chickens back. We're still going to make a profit. I wish you could just sell everything in one move. That would be such a time saver. Right, will you let us sell? Excellent. Another building now. Animals, chickens, coop. We should change the price. I don't know why they set that so cheap. Cheap. So childish. Okay. How to set this up? Should we set it like that, or should we set it like that? Either way, I want easy access to it, but I don't really want to set it right at the front. We don't need it right at the front. Let's set him there. There we go. Okay, so, oh, no, wrong one. Where are you? There you are. So, if we can't get in with the trailer, we can obviously use a bucket. That's not a problem. Hopefully, I should have put it the other side. Never mind, we're in. So he'll fill up. Somewhere in here is a door. All the way around, and it's right there. Okay. Chickens. Let's buy them cheap, and we'll let them mature, and then we'll make a better profit from them eventually. They grow up quickly. Chickens are not a huge problem. 300. Let's put 600 in here. And then they can double. There you go, a nice one. No, don't go out the door. You stay where you are. Right then. 224,000 excess barley. Into the bins they go. Into the bin. Into the sale point. Wow. Into the sale point they go. Our honey is building up again. We need to unload that. That's getting quite profitable now. We did relocate the honey, the bees. They were by the original cow shed. I hid them behind a hedgerow. We obviously had to sell those off. So I relocated a whole new set and added a few more, which I'll show you in just a sec. I'm really, really proud of it. It came out really well. It's tucked away so neatly that you probably never know it was there. Just to see how much we get from this. It was 224,000 litres with a profit of tons a day. 84,000. Not too bad at all. So we are 150,000 away from official halfway. We'll definitely get that. We'll probably get that by the time the next hour ticks in. We are just past 10 o'clock. Time is actually starting to run out. I know it doesn't seem like it because it is only 10 o'clock in the morning. But I still have a significant amount of work to do. We haven't even started seeding yet. Hell, we haven't even started preparing yet. Prep work has gone out the window because of grass cutting. Hopefully, the aim is to have seeding done by the end of this episode so that we can skip into May as fast as possible. It's a good theory. Turn that one. Probably won't work out, but we'll leave that be. So, where was it? There it is. Here. This area is unusable. I can't figure out anything to use it for. I might put some trees in here at some point just to utilise the space, but there are the bees. Neat and tidy, tucked away, and there's actually enough space in there that I could put another couple of rows if I wanted to, if I really wanted to ramp up my bee production. It came out really, really well. It looks so neat in there. I'm really, really happy with that, and it's just out of the way, and it is close enough that there's a small chance that they may interact with this because it's canola, and I do know that they boost the rate of canola if you get them close enough. I'm not certain whether they are close enough. It doesn't actually say. But, I mean, there's actually no canola on there, so that might change once I see canola in there. But yeah, there we go. So, plan for the day. I'm going to do small grass cutting. Hopefully we're going to be finishing that today. Preparation work can now begin on the canola fields on field. No, 14 still need straw picking. Yeah, canola. that's the only prep work we can do. We're not touching 17 until 15 and 16 are grown in and harvested, so that stays exactly as is. So I can start the canola. Once I'm done with the grass cutting, we can start 1, 2, and 56, and then hopefully I can finish up gathering the straw on 14, and that will be the last one to be seeded. So I'm going to jump on with some work. You guys are going to go on pause. So blink of an eye for you, and we'll be right back with stage number 1, which is going to be preparation, plowing and fertilization, stone picking. Got a tractor down here ready to go, and then seeding. All quickly, hopefully, so that this guy can get moved on, everybody can get moved on, and we can start making some serious progress. So there you go. On to pause, you guys go. I'm going to get back on with the dreaded grass cut, whilst keeping an eye on this idiot. So be right back. Okay, so the AI seems to have a bee in its bonnet about something down in the canola fields, because it outright refused to do any kind of plough work or fertilisation work. Anytime I managed to get it to engage into something, it would deliberately go off course and just crash into things, or just act like there was no field whatsoever. So I don't know what its problem is today, but I've had to do the work myself, which means we have stopped the grass cutting temporarily. That's put me behind. So I've had to plough and fertilise stage 1, the canola fields. We have stone picked them, there are 2. And we are now, well, I'm hoping that I don't have to seed the whole thing. I will if I have to, but I'm hoping that if I just edge it and just do the headland, that the AI will remember exactly what it is it's supposed to be doing. And I can get back to grass cutting. I'm particularly looking forward to that, but I would rather not have to waste a considerable amount of time seeding when I'm trying to get ahead. We've cut the grass around the northern fields. They're all ready to go. I just need to pick it up. If I can pick up that grass, then I can employ the other plough fertilizer set up on the saddle track and the other seeder, and I can start making some progress. I'm being slowed down by stupidity, which kind of annoys me. So yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna, well, hopefully just seed the headland, the perimeter around this. The trickier parts, so I think it's something to do with the contour of the land that's tripping it up. I know that this section, which we're just coming onto now, requires an awful lot of flex. And I know that the AI doesn't like that. I also know that there's a bit just on the next field as well, which has a lot of flex, and I know the AI struggles with that. But at the same time, I've watched it struggle in the middle of the field where there is no flex. So, who knows? All going well, this will appease it, and it will behave itself and let me get on with my work. It's a good theory. Ooh, look at that flex. Look at that, it's a V. Try as I might, I can't flatten these fields out. I could flatten them absolutely level, but there is something actually in this section of the field. If I flatten it to a certain point, there's something under the ground, and I can't get rid of it. It's something in the actual the design of the map, and without redoing the entire map and starting afresh, I can't fix that. So I have to make do. I mean, if I could have flattened it and leveled it and neatened level, even if I could raise it up a bit, that's fine. I could actually do something with that. I could make a decent field out of that, but it won't have it. This is pretty much the best contour I can get for it without it throwing a complaint somewhere. And if I take it too high, it creates a pit that there's no recovering from, and if I take it too low, it creates a little spike. Can't win. Right. If we're lucky, he'll do his job. If we're lucky. Haven't had much luck today, so I'm expecting this to be an absolute failure. But hopefully, he'll do his job. please do your job. I expect missing around here. I expect him to actually screw this part up here as well, but if we're really lucky, he'll behave himself all the day. Right, I can get back to my work, which is back into the Deutz. Back into the Deutz. You haven't actually started with that damn thing. It's been sitting exactly where we left it at the start of the episode. We've got all this grass to pick up. We have cut around the chaff fields up here. We've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around here, all the way around this chaff field, all the way around 56, all the way around there. So all of this is grass. It all needs picking up. We haven't done around 9, or 13, or 18. That's all we get to do. That's the last segment. It's actually quite huge. So let's get on with it. I want to get this done. I want to get it finished. I want to get fields preparing. Well, I'm going to focus around getting 1 and 2 clear. If I can get those clear, and maybe even 56, get all the grass away from that, then I can get the tools working, because these are rectangles and quite decent ground. So hopefully it should do its job properly. So there you go. You're all cut up. I'm going to throw you guys back on pause. I'm going to go on with some work. I'll bring you back when I've got something to yell about with the AI, because no doubt he'll screw up down south. So I'll see you when he screws up. Okie dokie. So canola seeding is completed. As predicted, the AI threw a hissy fit. He got half a field done before he just shut himself down. There was no way I was convincing him to do anything else, so I had to do that myself. I actually caught him backing up through an entire row at one point. Strange setup. So never mind, it is done. Canola is finished, it's ready, it's growing. We are stone picking field number 2. Field number 1 has been completed and it is ready to be seeded. It hasn't started yet, but it is ready. I've moved both plough machines onto field 56. They are racing through that. They are absolutely flying. So far, fingers crossed, no issues. We have grass picked around 1, 2, 3, 4 and 56. The grass picker is sitting there waiting for the lawnmower to do some more work, which I just haven't had the time to do it. I'm having to do the stonework. The hope is that if I can get on top of the stonework, then I can put the seeders running. Because these are rectangular fields and pre-laid, I mean, yes, I did combine 5 and 6, but that's just one row. I don't think they're going to actually have a problem with that. These should be relatively straightforward, so I should be able to put the seeders running and just ignore them whilst I focus heavily getting the damn grass cut. I really want to get that finished and out of the way for a couple of days. I hate grass days. I know I've said it many times, and I'm sure anybody watching is sick of me saying it, but I do. I hate it. I get the point. It's lucrative. It's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of product. By God, it's soul crushing. Rant over again. So we're nearly done with the stone picking on field 2. A couple of passes and we'll be good to go. I will then position him onto field 56, somewhere around the northern end, and we'll work our way across. I'll have to do that because the AI just does not like this machine. It's fine with the tractor because that's just a default tractor. It's fine with the front loader because that's just a default front loader. But the trailer is not default. It is a mod. It runs really fast, and for some strange reason the AI just will not slam on the brakes sensibly enough when it comes to making a turn, and he'll just keep going and yeah. If I don't stop him, he'll probably go to the other end of the map before signalling that he's finished his work, which, you know, isn't helpful. So yeah, we're just gonna plug away. I've got enough time at the minute to do another little segment of work, so I'm hoping to get the ploughing and fertilization stages finished on 56. If I could get the stone picking done in that time as well, then I would consider that a really good day. I'd love to get the grass done as well, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to have to finish that off camera after the episode is complete. but we will get it done, and we probably won't be doing it when we come back for the next episode. It probably will be complete and in the fermentation system. I really wanted to be able to skip through to May in this episode, but not enough time. I got bogged down heavily with the canola. That really messed me up. That wasn't what I was planning. Never mind. Press on. Can't do anything about problems that have already arisen. Just got to make the best of what we've got. And field 2 prepared. You'll notice that the bucket is missing from the front loader. I've sold off the front loader modded buckets, both of them. 100,000 litre modification on a front loader, no more. We're going to be exclusively using the 100,000 litre bucket for the wheel loader, which is a little bit more realistic. I mean, you can't possibly get 100,000 litres in a real wheel loader. There's just no way it could hold that kind of weight. Even with the engine being on the back end, it's just not possible. But at least it looks a little bit better. There's no way in hell a little teeny tractor could hold 100,000 litres. The bucket would bury itself in the ground. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And obviously the bucket is part of the Lazy Acres map. So I am preparing for my next map and getting ready and using some of the mods to play about with them, to get used to them, see how they work, and see whether anything needs revising or altering. So far, no, not so much. Right. So, turn you on. I'm not doing anything with him now, I'm just putting him in position. He will be seeding in corn because 1 and 2 are going to be chaff. We will not be linking them. Although it would make one monster of a field. Are you going to unfold or? There you go. There. Job done. Right, so we'll let the plows crack on. I will start the stone pick process and we'll try and catch up. I'll bring you guys back to wrap up the episode when I've done the stone pick, and that's where we'll finish. So on to pause you guys go. Blink and we will be back in a very short space of time. Alrighty then, for the last time in this episode we're back. Update time, actually conclusion time I suppose you could call it. We have seeded fields 1 and 2. I didn't actually intend to seed them, but they've been seeded. I'm still stone picking field 56, so I figured why not. They're seeded with chaff, as planned. I'm almost done with 56. It is a huge field, it takes a significant amount of time to work. I'm going to move both seeders up to get this job done in the next episode, because I don't think one seeder will get it done in any sort of sensible time frame, so we want both of them on there. We'll put them at alternate ends and just have them work their way into the middle. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who screws it up first. What else have we done? Well, we gathered up all the grass around the fields, of course, because I wouldn't be working if I had grass lying around, because I don't want to risk losing the grass. The ploughing went fine. Both ploughs worked really, really well. They actually finished almost like a race. It was sort of a 1-2 finish. They weren't overlapping, they were just chasing each other. It was very well timed. It worked out exceptionally well, so I'm quite pleased with that. We have put in some new greenhouses and some new orchards. As soon as I'm done with this, the very last part of this episode, I will give you a quick tour. They're not up and working yet because we're waiting for the new hour to tick in, and then all the commodities will be shifted, with the exception of the manure, which I'm going to have to do by hand. But yeah, that's where the wheel loader comes into play. I may actually buy a telehandler and give my 50k bucket a test and put a manure heap closer to the new location, and then we can just ship manure around and keep a telehandler up there so that we can just keep them topped up. Maybe, possibly, who knows. Actually, rather than me just jabbering away like this, well, I'm just going to have a look at it now and then I can finish this up. Okay, so we've got 1 orchard, 2, 3, 4. I was going to put some more here, but I didn't want to risk blocking off this area. Not that we actually need this area, but I'd rather have the ability to get in here just in case we need to pick up an odd stray pallet. So that's grapes and olives. Lots and lots of grapes and olives. They're all set to sell. And then we have 1 and 2 greenhouses, all laid out neat and tidy. I may fence them off just for a bit of a giggle. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But these are producing strawberries, lettuce, tomatoes, olives and grapes. Again, they have none of the commodities in there, I don't think. Unless it is starting already, which I don't think it would do. So it's got no water, no seeds, no lime, no manure, no fertilizer. Those are the orchards and the greenhouses: water, seeds, fertilizer, and wood chips. We have all that. The greenhouses will turn on in about 20 minutes. The orchards will basically turn on the water one, and the lime and fertilizer one will turn on, but the one that needs manure won't, because I can't ship manure without a bucket. I don't think I've got that much manure to start with, to be perfectly honest. So jump down to our cow pasture. I've got 5,000 manure somewhere in here. Damned if I can see it. They're hiding it well. There's no way of extracting that. What's supposed to be here? Yay. Yeah, so I don't know how we get that. Are you producing milk? You are, look at that. 2,000 litres of milk already, and they're only at 30% health. Neat. And the other cow pasture, dairies, chicken, cow pasture. This one was up and working a bit better. This one has 10,000 manure, and as you can see, it's here. It's not actually in the bin. I mean, that makes no sense to me, but whatever. I'll take it. Lots and lots of slurry. Nice bit of milk, and water's running low. These don't automatically fill their water. That is one small gripe I have with them. So we are going to have to constantly fill this water bowl up. Trough, not bowl, trough. But I think our tanker will do that. Yeah, it will. Water. It holds 320,000 litres. We may get another one. Or maybe not. You can always empty the water. Water is free. Thanks to our water mod. I don't know where that one is now. Kicking about here somewhere. There he is. I'm assuming we can load from this. I don't actually know. We're going to have to give that a test, but if we can't, then we've got a bit of a problem. But if we can, then yay. And if we can't load from this, then I will I'll look into another water mod. I mean, that one's been with me for a really, really long time, but we do need water freely accessible. We've got a little bit of manure in the pig pen as well. And they're all doing really well. So there we go. That is part number 121 all complete for you guys. I've got some work to do off camera. I'm going to finish up this. I'm going to put the seeders in place for 122. And I may, if I've got a bit of time left over, do a bit of grass cutting off camera as well, just to push us through, because we didn't finish the grass. I wanted to get the grass done in this episode, couldn't do it, ran out of time. It's just one of those things. I will be finishing it in the next episode one way or another. It's either going to be done when we come back, or I will be finishing it during the episode. So yeah, so there we go. So this is where I will say thank you all very much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed it. Throw us a comment if you feel like it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for a load more content. Other than that, guys, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch you all on the next one.